Welcome back. You are watching slicedlime, and this is our beginner's command block tutorial series. Last time we learned how to use selectors to select and affect things in the world. We're getting quite far in our quest to learn commands, but you're not quite ready to graduate yet. There's 3 or 4 very important concepts left to learn. However, we've already learned enough to let us start building really cool contraptions. To show you some of that and give you a basic insight into another important command, I figured we'd take today's episode to build a small thing using the /summon command. To start off, we need a clock. This doesn't have much to do with commands, but is a rather ordinary redstone repeater clock. We'll use it to drive our command blocks, however. Let's for the moment remove this command block and just get this clock started. We can use this button. If we now put a command block back here, we can make it execute once every cycle of the clock. Let's test that out by using a say command. For instance, say execute thing. To get this to execute, we'll also put a piece of redstone dust on top of this block. You can do pretty much anything as long as you get the block powered. Now we have a device that says executing once every tick of this clock. Let's turn that off for now. The command we'll be working with today is /summon. As always, when we're trying to learn a new command, we'll start by typing it into the chat and seeing what the syntax is. Usage /summon entity name x, y, z data tag. While the x, y, and z are fairly obvious, we don't really know what we can put as entity name. To find out, we'll go to our favorite webpage, the Minecraft Wiki commands page. Here's what that page has to say about the entity name. Specifies the entity to be summoned. Must be an entity ID, for example bat, entity horse, wither skull, XP orb, prime TNT, etc. or lightning bolt. If we open the command block, we could replace the say command with summon, an entity name, for instance, lightning bolt, and x, y, and z. Now x, y, and z were enclosed in square brackets in the command output. That means that they are optional arguments. If we don't specify them, whatever we're summoning is summoned exactly where we're executing the command. For this instance, we'll use relative coordinates that we learned a couple of episodes ago, just to move the thing we're summoning on top of the command block rather than inside it. Let's start by summoning lightning bolts and seeing what the effect is. We have made a pretty successful thunder machine. Every tick of our redstone clock, a thunderbolt is summoned directly above our command block, and it's lighting fire to the surrounding area, so we better stop it. By replacing the lightning bolt with the name of an entity, we can use this to get a wide variety of results. For instance, XP orb is the name of the small balls containing XP that you get from killing mobs and other things. By summoning one of those every tick of the clock, we've made a machine that slowly drips out XP. Of course, if we replace the XP orb with the name of a mob, we will essentially have made ourselves a spawner. To find out the full list of everything you can spawn, go to the commands page, click the entity IDs link, and then hit show. This will show us all the things that we can summon. Let's try a few different ones to get some different results. For instance, if we summon things a bit higher, we can make something that causes items or entities to rain down on the player. For instance, arrow is a shot arrow. Now this is a trap that summons an arrow and lets it fall directly downwards every tick of the clock. For a less serious version of the same thing, we can replace arrows with snowballs. We're still getting the arrow sound, because the snowballs are actually hitting the arrows. Note that these are actual entities in the world. We can deal with them as we've dealt with the others. This arrow sound is somewhat annoying, so let's get rid of it. We can use a /kill command using the selectors we learned last time. At E, square brackets, type equals arrow. This kills all the arrows at once, because we selected anything that had the type arrow. Of course, we can do the same thing with any other projectile, like fireballs from blazes or ghasts, potions, ender pearls, and so on. You can also customize the entity by giving it custom data. This is a fairly complex topic that we'll get to in a later tutorial. So what are entities other than mobs and projectiles? You can pretty much say that anything in Minecraft that moves is an entity. This includes fireworks, TNT, falling blocks like sand or anvils, as well as minecarts and boats. To end the episode, let's make our own bat spawner. Of course, you don't have to use this command on a clock. You might as well have a setup that spawns a certain mob or item on the click of a button. This makes for excellent traps, or a good way to give players the resources they need in a custom map. That is all for this time. Next time we'll learn how to use the /execute command, which is an extremely important command in building inventions that do things to entities or to players. Until then, good luck with your commands, and remember, if you need any help or have any questions, you are always welcome to leave a comment in the comments section below. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.